It's time to uncover a hidden truth. Part 8. 10 fascinating facts you never knew about the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is one of the most famous landmarks in the United States. It symbolizes freedom and hope, not just as an impressive piece of art, but also harboring many intriguing secrets. Here are 10 little-known secrets about the Statue of Liberty. 1. The Statue of Liberty was initially not green. The Statue of Liberty is made of copper, so initially, it did not have the current green color, but was actually the color of shiny copper. Copper, when exposed to air, gradually oxidizes due to the oxygen O2 in the air forming oxides, and then the dull copper color transitions to the characteristic blue-green color under the influence of CO2 and humidity called patina. By 1920, the statue had oxidized and gradually turned the distinctive green color. During this process, there were times when the statue appeared with two colors, half brown from copper and half green from oxidation. Despite numerous renovations, this protective patina layer has been retained and is believed to never fade away, protecting the statue from environmental factors. 2. The statue is associated with the number 7. The most obvious thing is that the statue has 7 spikes on its crown. This symbolizes freedom across the 7 seas and continents. It reflects the profound significance of the statue, not only as a symbol of the United States, but also as a symbol of global freedom. Some other less noticeable details related to the number 7 are: there are 25 windows on the crown's headpiece, and when you add the 2 digits 2 and 5 together, you get the number 7. The torch held by the statue also has 16 leaves, and the height of the statue is 151 feet. Both these numbers, when added in pairs, also result in 7. The repetition of this number is not just a coincidence, but clearly meaningful to the designers who created the statue. 3. The statue was once used as a lighthouse. Initially, the Statue of Liberty was intended to be used as a lighthouse to guide ships into the New York harbor. Within the first 2 years after being installed, the statue performed its function. Then, for the next 16 years, the statue's torch was used to signal. However, because the light emitted was not strong enough, Bartholdi proposed gilding the entire statue to increase its brightness, but this proposal was not approved by the legislature due to the high cost involved. 4. The Statue of Liberty was once divided into multiple parts. It's hard to believe, but the statue was once divided into 300 parts and transported from France to the United States on July 17, 1885. This move required the efforts of 200 people and had to be packaged in 4 crates on France's Aries ship. It's worth noting that the famous torch arm of the statue was not brought along at the same time, but was placed in Madison Square Park for 6 years. The purpose was to raise funds for the pedestal. When the ship carrying the statue approached the port, up to 200,000 people came to welcome the monument. The inauguration ceremony was held solemnly on October 28, 1886, under the presidency of President Grover Cleveland. 5. The Statue of Liberty was the first community-funded campaign in history. Initially, French sculptor Frédéric-Auguste Bartholdi started fundraising in his homeland to build the statue. Notably, this project did not receive any funding from the local government. Upon completion, Bartholdi proposed to give the statue to the United States, but on the condition that Americans would be responsible for building the pedestal. However, this idea was not supported by the federal government, and information about the statue's condition was later kept secret. Then, Joseph Pulitzer, a famous American journalist, stepped in. He actively initiated one of the largest community fundraising campaigns in history, promising to publish the names of contributors on the front page of his newspaper. Although most contributions were small and from middle-class citizens, Pulitzer still managed to collect enough money from 120,000 sponsors. The famous sonnet poem, The New Colossus, was also part of this fundraising campaign, and today, we can still find the poem on a bronze plaque inside the statue. 6. The pedestal of the statue was designed by the architect who designed the Eiffel Tower. Renowned engineer Alexander Gustav Eiffel designed both the pedestal and the internal steel framework to ensure the structure's stability. This framework is robust enough to withstand up to 600 lightning strikes per year. During strong winds, the statue can lean approximately 7 centimeters, and the flame atop the torch can lean about 12 centimeters. Visitors need to climb 354 steps to reach the crown of the Statue of Liberty. While this area is open to tourists, access to the torch is restricted. Have you ever visited this site? Feel free to share your experience in the comments below. 7. The Statue of Liberty may be connected to the 3-Point Society. Initially, it was believed that the Statue of Liberty was designed to resemble a woman in Arab native attire and was intended for the entrance to the Suez Canal in ACAB. However, when ACAB officials rejected the project, Bartholdi altered the design, transforming the statue into a gift to the United States to commemorate their revolution. Is there a connection between this statue and the 3-Point Society? In fact, Bartholdi was not only French, but also a member of this society. He actively participated in the society's activities in France and valued the relationship with ACAB, where he originally intended to place the statue. Notably, the torch held by the Statue of Liberty is also a symbol of the 3-Point Society, representing the light of wisdom and enlightenment. Members of this society participated in the statue's inauguration in 1884, with William A. Brodie, a senior member of the society, presiding over the event. These elements demonstrate that the statue is not only a symbol of liberty, but also a part of the cultural heritage of the 3-Point Society. 8. There is not just one Statue of Liberty in the world. There are many versions of the Statue of Liberty worldwide, not just small plastic models or statues in Las Vegas. A smaller version of this statue can be found in the Luxembourg Gardens in Paris, which is the original version of this giant statue. Placed here since 1906, this statue was initially part of the 1900 World Exhibition, donated by Bartholdi to the Luxembourg Museum. Another version was erected on an island in the Seine River to mark the 100th anniversary of the start of the French Revolution in 1889. Engraved on the statue are two important dates: July 4, 1776 and July 14, 1789, symbolizing the friendship between the two nations and the importance of these revolutions. At the Alma Bridge in Paris, a life-sized replica of the torch was also built with the sponsorship of people everywhere to support the relationship between France and the United States. This project was inaugurated on the 100th anniversary of the statue's inauguration and was placed not far from the Eiffel Tower. 9. The face of the Statue of Liberty may be that of a man. While most people regard the statue as the embodiment of Libertas, the goddess of liberty, the story of the statue's face origin is not so simple. Traditionally, it is believed that Bartholdi drew inspiration for the statue's face from his mother's face. However, according to writer and journalist Elizabeth Mitchell, the truth may be different. Mitchell, after researching Bartholdi's family photos, believes that the sculptor actually used the face of his brother as a model. She pointed out that Bartholdi's mother had distinct facial features different from the statue, while his brother's face had many similarities. Due to unstable mental health, Bartholdi's brother had to live in a hospital for many years, where Bartholdi spends a lot of time with him. Perhaps this helped him remember and accurately reproduce his brother's face. Natalie Salmon, a French writer, offered another hypothesis. Salmon believes that the Statue of Liberty was sculpted based on the image of her ancestor, Sarah Salmon, who was described as having striking beauty. Although Sarah and her husband immigrated to the United States, they once visited Bartholdi's studio during a trip to France in 1875. Perhaps during this visit, Bartholdi had the opportunity to sketch Sarah, and later use this image as a model for the statue's face. 10. The German Empire once attempted to blow up the statue. The torch of the statue has a balcony that was once open to everyone. However, it has been closed since July 30th, 1916. After the Black Tom explosion, agents of the German Empire attempted to destroy bombs and ammunition at the New York harbor, which were being supplied to Allied forces during World War I. Debris from the explosion fell onto the statue, sticking to her gown and torch. The estimated damage to the statue was $100,000, equivalent to $2.4 million in 2022. The attack was the largest act of sabotage against the United States since the Pearl Harbor attack. If you find this video enjoyable, don't forget to like and subscribe.